Evening all, welcome to some more tactics. Now this one I'm afraid does involve tanks, but oh well. What we're going to do is first we're going to show you how crap of a tanker I am. Look, I still keep putting my booster on stupidly, and yeah, I really suck at this, but it's fun, honest, it's really fun. What we're going to do today is talk to you about some of the features that I think a lot of people actually forget about. They're in the game and they're actually freely available for you to use, and it's not cheating, although when you if you don't use it now and then you start using it, it will feel a bit like cheating. I am of course talking about, well, what am I talking about? I'm talking about the overview map. So few people bother using this. You just press down on your D-pad and you get this wonderful map, which will relay to you certain informations, which when you do tanking and ambushing, mostly tanking is about ambush. As you can see, we run just a group of 2 people and or more, and we generally mug tanks, and the way we do this is we sit in a kind of I guess a kind of hidey spot, and we usually then just sit and watch the overview map. And I imagine a lot of my teammates are screaming at the screen now that we're telling people this. We're telling you this because we would like you to do this as well if you don't, because to be honest with you, there is nothing more fun in competitive PvP than having a very capable enemy, and this tactic is very good for that, because in essence what it gives you is an overview of the map. You can see what tanks are moving around, you can see what troops are in the area, and you can even, if you're kind of familiar with it, you can even see the type of tank, the type of turret they're fielding, and also what they're doing. Now, it's not a kind of complete view, so if nobody can see that tank, then the chances are the model won't render. However, this is something I think a lot of people are doing. I think the enemies on this particular team in this case were doing it because they knew fully where we were. But if you're not doing it, give it a go. I think you can do this solo. Just get a tank, get something that you can hide behind, and then watch the overview. And I think you'll be surprised how few people actually ever bother using the overview. And it's also just like there, we saw a tank called in, so we know fully that is, in this case, is a Madruga or something like that, and it's got a railgun because he's backing off into the red line to railgun snipe. So there you go, great intel from the get-go. So in terms of a tactic, it's pretty useful. And then we use that tactic, again, because there's 2 of us in gang at least, we then can have one looking at the overview, the other talking and guiding the tank to it. Incredibly powerful stuff, I'm sure you agree. It also gives you a bit of forewarning as well, because very often when you start tanking, all of a sudden, we had this map, Ashland, last night, and we killed a dude, and we were kind of then sat exactly where we are now underneath the MCC, so we're completely unorbitable, rather, and we got absolutely swamped by 5-6 tanks, which was exhilarating, it really was. So I heartily recommend you give this a go. I know it's obvious, a lot of people I'm sure are already doing this, but we do these videos, these tactics videos, to kind of show you some of the basic stuff that is worth looking at, because that overview map is there for all to be used. And I think you'll find it's very useful. So there we go. We'll keep coming on with this tactic. I think there's a few more things that I think certainly we're going to look at that changed in 1.7 in terms of tactics. A lot of them involving infantry as well. So we'll start to look at them in a bit more depth. But there we go. Hope you enjoyed that. See you next time.